Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. My name is Andrea C.Scott, and I am the founder and CEO of ABC Educational Services. So I just wanted to drop in, say hello. I hope you are still moving forward, doing everything that you need to see that plan, that dream, that vision come to pass here in 2022. So I wanted to come and just say hello and send some encouragement to you on behalf of ABC Educational Services. And I also wanted you to join us with a challenge. I know you see a lot of different challenges going on. Trust me, it won't be anything threatful or harmful, but something that'll help you continue to invest in what you are already doing on that business, your project, whatever you have in store. We're here to walk alongside you, to ensure and assist you, to make sure you see that dream is going to come to pass, because it is going to happen. It is going to happen. So I wanted to give you a challenge today. Over the next 30 days, I wanted to encourage you to do an action, do a motivating action. And we're going to call this challenge 30 days of motivating action. The next 30 days, I want you to be intentional about the action steps that you're going to take to ensure that business, that dream, that project, that goal happens. Know that within the next 6 months, this is June, as we halfway there, and we still have plenty of time to continue to work towards seeing that goal happen. So I wanted to encourage you in that. You're going to be amazed at all the wonderful things that are going to come forth as you are intentional in making sure that your vision comes to pass. So I wanted to give you just some key points to help encourage you. All month long, you're going to see, and a little bit throughout July, you're going to just see some positive quotes coming, some motivating supports to ensure that you're doing those motivating actions for the next 30 days. And I'm telling you, you're going to be amazed. And I've said amazed twice, and I've said it for a reason. I want you to target yourself on being amazed. And what does that mean? So I wanted to give you what the acronyms mean for being amazed, okay? Because it's not just something cute and fancy, but that it actually means something. So I wanted to just have you think on what this word means when you are being amazed. You are activating or actuating your vision, so it'll become a reality. M, you're going to continue to apply those strategies that you have learned that'll work for you. A, you're going to take action. Z, you're going to be zealous. E, you're going to educate yourself. And this is very important, to continually find ways to learn, to get new knowledge and information so you can be empowered and go forth to accomplish that goal that you have in place. And finally, D, you are not going to give up. Don't give up. So I want you to be continually to think on that through the rest of the year. And here at ABC Educational Services, we're going to be talking about being amazed for the next several months. And we'll be hitting some points in every aspect of that word to help support you, to help encourage you to know that all things are possible. And there's nothing like investing in yourself. Investing in that dream, investing in that goal, that vision that you have. It's so rewarding when you see it come to pass. So I wanted to encourage you with that. So I wanted to talk a little more about what this word means, to be amazed. So the next 30 days to set your target on having those actions that are going to motivate you to go forward and make an impact on that plan that you have in place here for 2022. So the first one, and these are just key things. I know we've talked about them before, but I thought that they were important enough to mention them again. So let's go. So the first key to know, and we talked about it, I mentioned a little bit on being amazed. Activate or actuate. Actuate is just putting that into plan, into action, setting action for your personal vision or mission statement. So that means that whatever you're doing is centered around your personal vision or mission statement. Now, we talked a little bit about this. In fact, we talked at length about your personal vision and mission statement. And it's so important that you're centering your action steps around your personal vision and mission statement. Now, for further in-depth information on that, please feel free to go to our YouTube channel, ABC Educational Services, and it'll give you the whole series that we talked about on the gathering process, and it'll help you glean some information on what that looks like if you're not clear or unsure how to walk that out. And you can always contact me, Andrea Scott, at 720-427-8901 or ABC Education Services at gmail.com. So just a little plug for information, or if you need contact or assistance in making sure that that happens. So when we're activating, it's so important as you are working towards ensuring that that plan, that your action steps are successful, having those opportunities and those moments to self-reflect, to look back and think back on what you've planned, look at the transitions that you've incorporated within your business. Making sure, hello, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Making sure that your perspective aligns with your vision. It's so important. A lot of times we have different perspectives, but they're not in line with the goal and the vision that we have for that project that we're working on, for that business, for all of you entrepreneurs out there. Good afternoon, Carol. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. So we're just talking a little bit about put a little challenge out there for 30 days of motivating action. So for the next 30 days, to be intentional and mindful about setting 30 days aside to plan for some intentional actions to see that goal, whatever that goal is that you might have in place, whatever that vision is, to set those 30 days aside and make some intentional moves that are going to impact the rest of your year. So we're just talking a little bit about that, with that activating looks like activating those transitions that you'll have in place, activating your perspective, your personal development, making sure that you have incorporated within your plan those elements to activate those action steps. And then most importantly, as I said, this is June, so we're already 6 months into the year. If you have not already, this would be an amazing time to look back and to reflect on your action plan that you've put in place to ensure that your goals happen for that business, for that project, whatever it is that you set your heart for this year to see it happen. This would be a good time to check and see if you need to rewrite any of your action steps, do any of your plans reset, or keep going. Things are working, celebrate those things that are working. That's the fuel that helps keep you moving forward and going forward. So I'm just doing a brief recap just to let you know what you'll be looking forward to seeing from us. You can connect with us on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. You can stay connected with us and see just some motivational steps that we're going to encourage you to see those actions happen with the next 30 days. I'm telling you, you're going to be so amazed at the end of those 30 days to see how many things you were able to do, not because it's quality, but quality steps, quality actions that are going to help fuel you for the rest of the year. So the second thing, and we're talking about reviewing your action plan. And if you're like, Andrea, what is that? Please contact me or email me, and I'll be more than happy to walk that through with you and give you a better understanding of what the important elements are of an action plan. And then, as I mentioned before, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We at length went through this series last year about the gathering process. So please feel free to go to our YouTube channel and look specifically on what those strategies are for building and developing your action plan. And as we talked about what's working, any challenges, and especially if there are actions that you have not completed yet, that you may have planned. It happens to all of us. It happens to the best of us. We have this plan, and here we are mid-year. It's June, and it's like, oh my gosh, I have not completed those action steps yet. So this would be a good time for you to review and look over your action plan and see if you want to see how you can incorporate that step. See if you might need to abandon that step for now. And abandoning doesn't mean you're not going to do it. It may be at a later date, or you may table it to see where it may better fit in our plan. Because a lot of times when we're brainstorming and we're creating that action plan, we have ideas, and so many ideas are just being downloaded in our minds, and we're putting all that information down. But as we try to work it out and apply those action steps, we'll see that there might be those ideas that we thought maybe at the beginning of the year might be something that we could work or see how it fits, but somehow it didn't fit for that first part of the year of your plan, and that's okay. We still have the rest of the year, and this would be an opportunity to say, okay, I don't know if this really fits, so let me table this, see if I need to get more information or get further support on how I can better incorporate that action plan. Now, if you totally want to abandon it, that means you're like, okay, I'm working out my plan this year, and I see that as I created my personal and vision mission statement, that it just doesn't fit with where I'm going. And that's okay. That's okay. But just make sure that before you just do away with it, make sure that you've done your research. You see that it doesn't fit with your personal and vision mission statement. Now, and I can't leave off without just sharing this with you. Know that there are times with your personal vision and mission statement, just as you are evolving and becoming the best you that you can be, when that happens, if you created your personal and vision mission statement last year, I'd encourage you to look, if you haven't looked at it this year, to see like, wow, where may I have evolved, or where some transitions, as we're talking about activating those transitions in your plan. As you change, so should your vision and your mission. If you're changing, improving, becoming a better you, but you haven't looked at your personal vision and mission statement, I encourage you to do so, because that might be one of the barriers that's happening where you're not seeing the success or the effectiveness of your action steps. So please take that opportunity to just look over and think about, okay, do I need to readjust it? Now, as I said, we're here in June, but it's never too late. I'm telling you, at any time, it's such a necessity to make sure that everything is centered around your personal and vision mission statement. It's okay to do a reset. We're not throwing everything away. We're just resetting things to make sure that everything is in the right alignment to move forward effectively. So we're working smarter. We're not working harder. As we're working and planning and spending this time and investing in what we know and believe we're set to do, we want to make sure that we're using that time wisely, because we can't get the time back. So we want to make sure that we're using the time that we have available wisely. And then also when you're prioritizing your plan, to see how are you prioritizing your plan. If you're seeing that there's an imbalance somewhere, I encourage you to take this time, these 30 days, to see what motivating step do I need to do to get back on track or to get things more balanced, so my plan is not the last priority of my day. If your plan is the last priority of your day, reset your day, reprioritize, and make a list of those things that you know are important. As I said, this was part of one of the series of the gathering process that we talked about last year. And that's why I wanted to incorporate that in being amazed with that acronym, with the M, with that letter M, maintaining what you already know. So we want to keep using what we know and let those building blocks come. So we're not throwing away information and starting over and over again every year, but we're building on what we've learned and what we know, so we can have that foundation. And that foundation says that, okay, if things are imbalanced, I need to take a time out to set and reset some things and make sure that the priorities that you know are priorities for you, make sure that you're incorporating with that and have those attainable expectations. We don't want to set those unattainable goals on our action steps that we're not going to be able to fulfill, because that's going to be discouraging, and we don't want any negativity that we're going to have to deal with as we're moving forward, making sure that that goal comes to pass here in 2022. So remember, if you don't have a way that you're monitoring your plan, think about what works best for you. I know there are some planners who plan all year, that plan quarterly, that plan every 45 days, that plan monthly, but I'd highly recommend you not to plan day by day, right? Because we're setting and being intentional about our goals, and we're not being intentional about emergencies and putting fires out and not getting what we know we need to do done. So I would highly recommend you not to plan day by day. Okay, but we're here to walk alongside you. If you need assistance on how to plan or what that planning looks like, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm so excited about these next 30 days. I cannot wait to hear testimonials about what you've done these next 30 days. These motivational actions, steps that you planned to ensure that your goal is going to continue to go forth. And it's my hope that this is going to add some more fuel, add fuel to you, fuel to encourage you to keep going, add fuel for you to continue to inquire on what do I need to be successful, because it's a journey, it's a process. And to be able to enjoy this journey and process and not look at the work, but see the outcome. Keep your eyes on what you know the outcome is going to be. So I didn't want to stay on too long today. I just wanted to just kind of launch this challenge out with you for the next 30 days to encourage you to be intentional about making those action steps, those motivational action steps that's going to get you into high gear fuel your energy, put some pep in your step as it relates to your goals that you set for this year. So I wanted to leave you with just some key things to remember. And we're going to briefly touch bases within the next 30 days on all of these key elements that I've been talking about, and talking about being amazed and looking through that acronym, what it means and what it looks like. And looking forward to continuing to talk about that and giving you resources that you need throughout the rest of the year on how to attain this. So just some brief keys to remember before we close and leave for today. The first one is to survey your support. What does that mean? That means to look and see where your support systems are and where you might need them. So this is a perfect opportunity. As I said, we're in June. Perfect opportunity to look at the support systems that you have in place. It's so essential that you build healthy support systems. These support systems are going to be such an asset for you to see those goals come to pass. We're not an island. We do not live by ourselves, and we shouldn't be working on it alone or by ourselves. If you need more information on resources on how to build your support system, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. The second one is to plan, prioritize, and produce. Now remember these 3 P's: plan, prioritize, and produce. Okay, that means that everything, when you're planning and you're prioritizing, you should be producing results. All of this, and I'll say it again, all of this should be centered around your personal or vision mission statement. If you believe that you're stuck and you need support on developing a really concrete personal vision and mission statement, please feel free to reach out to us. Be more than happy to assist you with that. And the third, and we talked a little bit about that, to schedule your priorities and not your emergencies. We know that things unforeseen happen every day. So we have to make sure that we're scheduling what our priorities are and not our emergencies. Now remember, someone else's emergency may not be your emergency. So make sure that you don't let the unforeseen things that may happen day by day hinder you from staying consistent on the priorities that you've scheduled. And number 4, don't be afraid to face your obstacles. Be a barrier buster. And this was also a part of our series that we did last year on the gathering process. So please feel free, as I said, to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABC Educational Services. And it'll give you an in-depth look on what that looks like and how to face your barriers in a healthy way, and how to become that barrier buster that you are designed to be. You can say to yourself, I am a barrier buster. Yes, you are. And keep saying it until you believe it and apply it to action. So the 5th one is to be intentional about your self-care and your stress management. Please make sure that as you're working out any business plan, any project, any task, make sure that you are mindful of your self-care and your stress management. That is key. You can't, I'm telling you, the vision's not going to come to pass if you're broke down. Balance leads to abundance. So we want to keep balance and know that you are valuable, you're important, you're the most important element of your plan. Okay, so make sure that you don't forget that, how valuable you are. And then lastly, make sure to celebrate your success. Enjoy the journey, whatever it is, no matter how big or how small. Celebrate those successes. That's going to help keep you going, help keep you motivated, help you enjoy the journey. So on those hard days, those challenging days, you have things that you can pull from. So that's so important no matter what it looks like. Hey, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. So I'm encouraging all of you to be intentional these next 30 days, to take these motivational action steps in your goal, in your business, in that project. Dust it off. If you haven't looked at it for a while, this is a perfect opportunity to reset. So I look forward to hearing all these testimonials these next 30 days, and you'll be seeing me. If you need to reach out to me before you see me again live or you see me on any other of the platforms, please feel free to call me for your free consult. You can call me, Andrea Scott, at 720-427-8901, or you can email me at abceducationservices@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, the world is anxiously awaiting to see that dream, that goal. Hallelujah. I'm in church. I gotta say it. Hallelujah. It's in me to see that dream, that goal come to pass. Be me, be authentically me. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. You can do this. Be encouraged. Until next time, I will see you soon. Take care.